Okay, so welcome to your class. We're going to do a Vata class, and Vata means to move. And when I was kind of looking at it, I realized it gives this idea that a Vata class is all about maybe even like moving and jumping all around, but it's actually about moving energy. And that's quite a subtle practice in a way. So there are other practices that are faster and we move the body lots and lots, such as the Pitta class, which is to burn energy. But this one is to move energy, and that's a little bit more subtle. It's a lot of work around heart, lungs, chest space, shoulder space, arms, neck, and all of the muscles of the face. So quite a fair bit of the first part is seated. So get yourself a really comfortable seat. As I said, we're moving around the arms, so you could have a block underneath you if you want to. You could be kneeling. You can change your position as many times as you want to. You can get a bolster underneath you, anything that you need, and just change that whenever you would like to. And we'll start the practice just by observing that area of the body that we're going to work on. So comfortable seat, easy seat. And then just turning your attention inwards and watching the body, feeling the body, and letting your practice start. When we work with this energy of movement and directing our focus around heart, lungs, arms, neck, face, and shoulders, we're also directing our attention at our breath in and the pause at the top of the breath in. Now, it's not to say we haven't got that full breath. We've always got full movement, we've always got full breath, but where we direct our attention is different in different classes. So even though you have a full, natural, complete breath, you're watching that inhale and the pause at the top of the inhale, and maybe it brings a bit more energy to that part of your breath. Now, if you've come to the practice and you've been running around, staring at a computer, working hard, driving, anything that you've had your attention directed at has caused a particular pattern in the way that you're moving and the way that you're breathing. So if it wasn't quite right for you to become so quiet so quickly, and you feel like you need to just shrug off some of that tension or stretch while you do all of the attention, focus, on head, neck, shoulders, face, arms, and the inhale pause. You can add that in. If we think about the attitude of the practice, we're trying to bring in a lightness, a brightness, a lightheartedness, a bigger range of movement in how we move around shoulders and neck. So just thinking of those qualities of lifted, light, buoyant, lighthearted, and trying to practice in that way, as if you were absorbing those qualities into the body. And we'll just start to move, and we're going to come back to this kind of movement a few times. I'm just going to call it a shoulder dance, neck dance, so you know what you're doing. And you can move your shoulders in any way that you want to. You can shrug, you can twist, you can lift and drop, you can squeeze behind you and pull in front of you, and you can also turn the chin and create some mobility and movement in the neck as well. And it's very organic, it's just what you need. You're just, in a way, warming up those areas before we go in and take some very specific movements. Also try and release tension, move, direct energy around the front of the throat, from chin, jaw, all the way down through the throat area. You're welcome to give the neck a rub if you feel like it's stiffened up and got cold and inactive. And around the jaw space as well, so not forgetting those areas. We kind of tend not to think of them in terms of our practice, but all the way in front of the ears, behind the ears, into the jaw, front of the throat, over the voice box. And then with the next few breaths, you're going to just tip your head to the right ear, towards the right shoulder. Just make sure you don't lift the shoulders to the ear, and take some deep breaths there. If there's an ease in that movement, you can take the right hand just above the left ear and guide the head ear to the shoulder. Let the right shoulder drop again, maybe with a big sigh, and that will help to release tension through the jaw. Notice if you're gripping through the left hand at all, and soften the grip around the fingers. And then, without changing the movement too much, just let the chin draw down towards the collarbone, the right collarbone, just a bit more, and you'll take the stretch into slightly further back area, the left side of the neck. Just stop where that feels like, oh, there's the bit. Let go the head if you have your hand there. Give a little shrug on the way up, so you can push your head up, you can shrug your way up, anything that makes that movement easy. And then go ahead, when you're ready, you might need to let that settle for a moment. You're going to take your head to the other side. Don't take your hand there just yet, and breathe deeply. Notice if you're leaning to the side to try and get that movement, and bring your torso to center, your shoulders relax, and just the ear tipping down. And if you want to, you can take the left hand towards the top of the right ear somewhere and gently guide. A couple of breaths before you drop the chin in and down, so in and out twice, and then take that adjustment further towards the muscle at the back of the neck. If you haven't already, just tipping the head just a little bit down. And you can let go of the head if you've got hold of it. You can shrug your way up, or give the head a little push. Take a deep breath in, big sigh, let the jaw relax. Start to circle the chin. And you can just get the range of movement that works for you. You could start with small and go to large, or larger and go to small. And let the jaw relax. Let the eyes start to soften. And around the other way. Back to the center, deep breath in, big sigh, let the jaw relax, let the eyes soften as you sigh. And then just turning the head towards the right shoulder and keep the head turned to the right as you're going to nod. As you inhale, let the chin lift. And as you exhale, let the chin nod down, dropping into the chest. Now it's tempting to go faster, but try to just keep that with your inhale and exhale. Nice, long, deep breaths, giving yourself plenty of time to inhale as you nod up. And exhale as you nod down. Notice if you're gritting the teeth at all, if you have that kind of pattern of clenching as you work, and just soften in between the teeth, around the gums. Tongue just resting lightly on the roof of the mouth. One more nod, inhale up and down, exhale, exhale, exhale. Come back to neutral and just do the same thing on the other side. You can have a little shrug in the middle and just go ahead and change your seat. I actually don't, because we're not working on the base and foundation today, I'm going to just ask you to change your seat a few times. Sometimes I'll give you direction and other times just shift around a bit. You're going to turn your head to the left. You're going to inhale as you nod up and exhale as you nod down. Just find your own range of movement and comfort. Loosening, releasing tension in the jaw, the eyes, and the inner mouth. And one more time, inhale, 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 exhale as you nod. Coming back to the center whenever you're ready.